so nervous today. I have no idea why. I'm more nervous than the demonstrator. What's going on?
I doubt that.
Good morning, everybody. How, you know what, I've been chairing these services since 2020, you know, and every time you come out here and it's just amazing. Seriously, what you bring together in this church, your presence, your energy, the support that we're seeing for the various events. Thank you so much. Great delight to welcome a gentleman, first visit to us in Paul from London. We finally got there yesterday on the train, eventually. Mr. Paul Beauchamp, so thank you. So, yes, Paul, we are looking forward to your work.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Just a few little housekeeping. If you've got a mobile phone, please turn it off during the service. Thank you very much. And I will now hand over to Paul for the opening blessing.
Lovely.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, brilliant. So, I'm going to read it just to make sure it comes out correct. Would you like to join me, please? Almighty Spirit, we offer our thanks for joining us this morning for this beautiful service and all the healing it brings. The comfort and joy we all feel knowing our loved ones can be with us at this special time. Living in the knowledge we all walk side by side eternally. We give thanks for the peace you put in our hearts, the caring arms around our shoulders in time of need, and the love you lay in our path forevermore. We look forward to hearing from the special ones in our lives, but always know we feel them in our hearts. We are all truly blessed. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Paul. And now, if you care to, please join in with saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not when in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you. And we now bring our hearts, our minds, our very intent into the art of healing. Healing, as we would always remind you, is not a gift bestowed upon a special few. It is not something that you have to study for years and years to do. Healing is just expressing your love. And each and every one of us, in some way, can express love to wherever, whoever, or whatever we choose. So we invite you during this time to send out that love. Again, to wherever you are drawn, be it the environment, our animal kingdom, friends, families, and not forgetting ourselves. Because if we are in need of that upliftment, we're entitled to that, because once we fully function, we can be of more service to those around us. During this time, we also invite you, if there is anybody in particular you would like mentioned, simply raise your hand. When I point to you, just call out their name. That is all that is required. The intelligence of spirit knows and understands. So enjoy this time of peace, of contemplation, of meditation, and of healing. Thank you. Divine and infinite Spirit, God of our own understanding, we thank you for this time of healing, and we thank you too for this reminder that we are all natural-born healers, able to exercise that art of healing wherever and however the opportunity arises. Amen. Now I'd like to hand over to Paul for your reading, followed by your address, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Lovely. Right. Okay, so I'm actually going to read you a paragraph by Silver Birch. And interestingly, Spirit worked with me in ways that they would draw my attention. So I actually saw this on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and I wasn't sure what to read today. I was going to read you something else, but the last time I did that, there was a few people in the congregation that had seen it before, and I thought, actually, no, I'm going to mix it up a bit today. So I was wondering what to read to everybody, and this appeared on Facebook from another friend of mine who's a medium, so I thought, right, it actually makes perfect sense. So this is the paragraph. Okay, it does not follow that you are more evolved because you are what is called a spiritualist. Your evolution depends upon your life, not your label. You obtain growth by growing, evolution by evolving. Character is what you have made it. It is not the profession, the word, the church, or the book. These are trappings. It is what you are that counts and what you do with your life. There are no spiritual privileges obtained by being members of any churches. The only privileges of the Spirit that you can have are the ones that you have evolved by the way you have lived your life. And for me, that seemed very interesting because we're quite quick to put labels on ourselves. It's like, I am this, I am that. This is my religion. This is my belief. This is what I aspire to be. Even down to our everyday lives. You know, you might be a butcher, you might be a hairdresser. So these are labels that we've all accepted, and this is the way that we view ourselves. But the reality is, they are just labels. We are exactly who we are. And as long as we follow who we are and we are true to ourselves, and we live our lives in the knowledge that Spirit are working beside us and that everyone else is all part of the whole, then that's all we can do. We can only strive to be the best that we want to be. So it's waking up in the morning and thinking to ourselves, I just want to be the best I can today. I mean, we've got amazing weather today. At least it's a little bit warmer than yesterday. But, you know, that's all we can do. We can just wake up and be what we want to be. You know, as long as we set our goals and our aspirations and the dreams and the things that we want to achieve, then that is all we can expect for ourselves. And that's all we can expect from everybody else as well. So if you know someone is going through a hard time, someone's grieving, someone might be extremely happy because they've got the job that they wanted to do, you know, as long as we can take from that and be part of someone else's life and enjoy someone else's life, we're going to get that back from everybody else as well. You know, that's why it's so hard at the moment with all the fighting that's going on, all the horrible things that are going on in the world. You know, we see it on the news, and it brings us down just a little bit. I mean, I don't watch the news now for that reason, but, you know, as long as we stay true to ourselves and we put the joy in our lives, I mean, Spirit always are saying to every single person, take the things off of your to-do list. You know, if you've got so many chores that you need to do, but they're not that essential, the Spirit are always saying, replace them with joy. So that's what I want to give to everybody today. You know, just take off all the horrible stuff, replace it with the joy, and you are going to be the best person that you can be. Okay? Thank you very much.
Interesting. It's not a race.
No, I know. Sorry. I'll make up for the train journey.
Thank you, and I do love that reading. That's one that you can really work with. So thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you.
We now move on to the piece of music for today. During this time, the lovely Alison will be taking the collection for the further work of This Your Church. Thank you. Wonderful. Before we move on to our demonstration of evident hour, our demonstration of evidential mediumship, always remind you, please, this is this three-way conversation. We want to get this energy going between the spirit through the demonstrator to the sitter back up to the spirit, because when we get into that power, amazing things happen. So it does require you to be a part of that conversation. So if Paul should come to you, a nice clear response, please, with a yes, no, not sure, or don't know, or whatever, because he's here to work, all right? So make him work. And just to reconnect, we're all here, we've lost somebody. We're all here, we've got that space in our lives where we would give our eye teeth to be back in their company. This is that time. This is that time and that experience. So please, you are vital to this communication. Respect that, honour it, and really get in there. Yes?
Yes.
Or maybe. There you go. You got it. You got it. Some of the people in here for the first time again. What's going on? What's going on? Where's the door? Don't worry. Paul, sir.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Well, as you can see, everybody, I do work quite quickly.
So we're finished by half past.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, put the kettle on. No, they do, the spirit actually do work very fast with me, so I'm hoping to get around quite a lot of you this morning, not this evening. The way I work, I generally know the information. Sometimes I hear something, sometimes I see something, but for me, it's more of a knowing, more of a connection on that respect. And as Lawrence was saying, if it's a yes or a no, please give me a yes or no. If it's a maybe or a not sure, just give it to me as a no, because then I know they have to work harder and they will step up, okay? So thank you for that. Right, so first of all, I know we've actually got quite a lot of mothers coming through to talk to people this morning. So I'm going to see who comes through with those. But the first one, I have actually got a mother coming through first. And the mother's coming through for a daughter. Now, I'm feeling drawn to you. No, this lady here.
Yes.
So, right, so this, she's actually quite a timid lady, so I feel that she wasn't very outspoken. She wouldn't be putting herself forward. She wouldn't be doing this, that's for sure. But I know with her that she was very much in control of herself, and that she would inspire people. And there was a lot of energy with this lady. Would you understand this as a mother? No. Right, okay. That's a good start.
Well, I was going to say not sure, but...
Not sure, right, okay, that's fine. Right, okay. So I know with this lady, I know that she was very passionate about the things that she would do. And she... Right, let's just get some more information from her. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. Right. Okay. Right, so she's just taken me to later in life. She's just taken me, my feeling uncertain on my legs. Okay, so I know there was some problems with her legs later in life. Would you understand this with mother?
I don't know.
You don't know, right, okay. Okay. So bear with me. Well, I'm actually particularly nervous today, and I don't know why. So maybe that's what you're picking up on. Right, okay. So this lady, right, okay. So she's taken me back to earlier in her life now. So I know, actually I'm going to put this out to everybody just in case, okay. So she's making me aware of needlework. So I know that there was a love of dressmaking, and there was you can take this. Right, okay, I'm sorry. I know I am coming to you. Okay, so there's a love of dressmaking. Right, okay, would you understand your mum would have been a very nervous person?
Not particularly.
But okay, but this situation...
She stuttered a lot, yes. Sorry.
Right, okay. So I'm trying to work out. This is what we're picking up. Right, okay. So going back to your mum. So she's taking me back to the needlepoint. So and it was specifically needlepoint, wasn't it? Was it fine silk work she was doing as well? Not so much just dressmaking.
Dressmaking mostly.
It was
Men's trousers and putting zips.
right. Okay. That's interesting. Because probably going back my flights are undone. I said to Lawrence, "Is that right? Okay, that's okay. Right, there we go. Brilliant. Right." Okay, so now that I've just said that, so I know there was a sense of humour with mum as well.
Yes.
Right, okay, fantastic. So with mum, so she's taking me back to the dressmaking because she just wants, that was just a way of positioning who she was. But she's bringing in the sense of humour now. So I know, oh my God. Okay, there was sarcasm in there. She was very good with sarcasm, very quick with her wit.
Yes, she
and very quick with put downs.
Yes.
And she would not take fools gladly. So if someone was, she wasn't a fan of backbiting and people talking behind people's backs. And for her, that really got her back up.
Yeah.
So for her, it's like, no, I'm not having that, and she will put you down with a comment.
Yes.
And you know when you've been put down because
Yes.
it was harsh
Deliberate.
and exact, and it always put people in their place.
Yes.
But with that, she's letting me know that she was the most gentle soul as well.
She was.
So people could go to her. She would go out of her way to help everybody and anybody that she knew that had personal problems.
Yes, she was.
And even if they felt they couldn't go to anybody else, which actually was quite common with
Yes.
your mum, they knew that they could go to her, and they knew that they would find a place in her heart,
That's
and
right.
she would open that up to them, and she
Yes.
would move heaven and earth to give them what she wanted. And would you understand she did charity work as well?
I don't remember.
Right, okay. But for her, it kind of doesn't sound right, but it felt like charity work because that was it was what she was able to give out to the community, and that for her that is what kept her going, and that was the joy that she saw in every day, and that kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier.
Yes.
It's very much she wouldn't want to label herself, and she wouldn't want to be pigeonholed for being what people thought that she was, because people always knew who she was, and she was
That's
very
right.
much true of heart,
Yes.
and very inspirational as well. She would
Yes.
there was a very uplifting quality with this lady,
Yes.
and just people just gravitated towards her, and it was
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. The reason why she's coming through to talk to you today, because I know she's letting me know, she's not going into detail, but I know there's things that you're going through at the moment,
Yes.
as obviously a lot of us are, but there's questions you've got on your mind,
Yes.
and there's specific questions,
Yes.
and it's the same thing. She's saying, well, you know what the answers are,
Yes, I do.
but you don't want to acknowledge what they are, or
Oh,
put,
no,
or
I'm
kind of,
acknowledging it.
you
It's
okay.
other people that are not acknowledged.
right, okay. But she's letting me know that you know
Yeah,
where they need to go and
Yes.
what they need to do,
that is correct.
and it's like you've taken over what your mum was doing,
Yeah.
and people are now feeling drawn towards you, and it's a
Thank
beautiful.
you.
And she's now saying her mum was the same. Do
Was
you
she?
understand? Yeah, her mum was the same. So it's running down the female side of the family, but
Thank you.
but it's absolutely fantastic. So she's saying, just be true to yourself, stay confident, stay true to who you are,
Yeah.
and she's going to be helping you, and
Thank you.
she's bringing people your way
Thank you.
because she
Oh,
knows that you are able to give them exactly what they need,
Yeah.
and that's love.
Thank you.
All right. So, what a fantastic lady. So please take all of her love. And I'm so glad we got started. Right, okay. So, right, now we've got a father coming through now. Father coming in strong for another daughter. Father's just letting me know that he was in a wheelchair towards the end of his life, but he doesn't want to hold on to that because he was a very active man. And he's letting me know that he was always outside. He always wanted to be outside. And if he had to come in, he couldn't sit down, he couldn't relax. He was always busy, he was always on his feet doing something. I'm just trying to see. I'm feeling drawn to you. Would you understand this as father?
Myself?
Yeah. You wouldn't. Right. Okay. Okay. So let's get some more information. Right. So he's now taken. So we know that there's a love of a shed in the garage. Okay. So very much like me, he's always out tinkering in the garage. And now he's giving me vegetables. So I know that he's very much a home man. He's not giving me his profession because he's more focused on the things that he enjoyed doing in his personal life. Right, okay. So he's letting me know that he's got it's a particularly large family. He is coming through for a daughter. Can anyone understand this as dad? Can you understand this as father? No.
It could be my dad.
Could be your dad. Right, okay. So, okay. Right, would you understand with your father? Did he have a bicycle?
Yes.
He did have a bicycle. Right, okay. Was it a Victorian style bicycle, like a black frame? Would you know?
I don't really recall that.
Right, okay. Right. So with the with the bicycle, he's very much, because he was outdoors, he would go most places by bicycle. Would you understand?
He didn't know
Right, okay. Okay. Would you know if he had a paper round when he was younger?
I don't know about that.
Right, okay. So he's letting me know that there's a paper round. So that's how he started out, and that's how he enjoyed being on bicycles. Right, okay.
What he did do, he did eventually get a bike from the MOD during the war,
Yeah.
And he used to cycle all over the place to the various depots
Right.
and airfields and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Right, I see. So this is where the bicycle comes. I used to be in the Ministry of Defence as well, so I can understand the bicycle thing. Right,
He
okay.
used to do all these errands, and then they
Yeah.
and they would then he always used to get little treats.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see. Right, okay. Right. Now, there's also a love of birds with your father, is that right?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Right, okay. Because he's just given me bird seed, and I know we've got lots of birds flying around. Did he have an aviary as well?
No.
But he wanted an aviary.
Yeah, but my mum wanted a mammal.
There we go. Right, okay. So he's letting me know now that that's something he always wanted, but yeah, obviously he wasn't allowed. Right, okay. Right. But he would go bird spotting as well, wouldn't he, with binoculars? Right. And was that every weekend? Most,
Not in his early days.
as often as he could?
But
Yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't have much chance.
Right, okay. Because his condition was taking over, wasn't it? He had problems with his legs. Was it arthritis in his legs?
Well, he used to go up to these clinics.
Yeah.
And whatever, and they'd come back and they said, we still don't know what's wrong with you.
Right, okay. Yeah,
We
but...
never really got it resolved at all.
Right, I see. Okay. Yeah, so he's just saying, obviously, that was very limiting. But he's just letting me know that he was always smartly dressed.
Oh, yes.
Very smartly dressed. He's just done this with my jacket, and I needed to be smart all of the time. I'm very dapper with it, so even wearing a tie during the week. So it was very much, I'm in control of myself. This might not be working, but I can still be the best that I want to be. And his passion and love for everything else that obviously was going around. And it is a big family, isn't it?
Quite a few of us.
Yeah, that's right. And there's quite a few there. He's the only one who wants to talk today, though. But the reason why he's coming through for you today is similar to this lady here. So I know that you've got things going on, but there's not so much that it's not it's things that you know that are under control, but he's just coming through just to give you a little bit of a push, just to help you, just to give you some more energy. He's giving me healing. Are you a healer as well? Have you considered healing? You have, right. So he's now questioning, is that something that you would consider to pursue? Because he's just letting me know that that is there.
My dad was a healer.
Your dad was a healer. Right, okay, I see. So that is there for you if you want to, but he's just coming through. He just wants to give you a big hug today. Just to let you know that he's here. I mean, you know that anyway. You talk to him regularly. He hears everything.
Everything,
Yeah, he's letting me know about... You were discussing a picture with him the other day. He's given me a gold ornate picture frame.
There's actually at home.
Yeah,
I've got some paperwork and that, and I came across
yeah.
some paperwork that he'd actually been involved in.
Oh, okay.
I just saw it yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. And what's the picture frame, though? Is there something to do with the picture frame? Is he in it? You-
The frame broke,
Ah.
and I made an attempt to try and repair it, but it wasn't very successful.
Right, okay. Well, he's just brought that in just to let you know that he's obviously with you. But you know all the time, and you do talk to him a lot, and he loves it, and he never wants you to stop. So please take all of his love and keep talking to him, all right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, okay. I'm going over this side now. Right, okay. Right, I've got a brother actually coming through for, and I feel this is for a daughter, not for a daughter, but obviously, this is a brother coming through for a sister. Can you understand this here, the lady in the glasses? Can you understand it next to her? You can't understand, right, okay. I do feel I'm on this side though. Can anyone understand a brother that's in spirit? You can understand a brother, and you can understand a brother, right? And right, so we've got three, right? Okay. But this is for a lady though, so thank you, sir. Right, okay. Right, brother. Okay. So, brother. Right, interestingly, he's just taken me straight back to the 70s, and he's just given me a mullet, which he can keep because I don't want one. But he's given me long hair. So, which one of you can understand the mullet? Can any of you understand the long hair back in the 70s? You can understand the long hair. Not a mullet, okay, right. But you can't understand that at the back there. Right, okay. Okay, so, right, so he's letting me know he's got a very analytical mind. Okay, so I know that I'd be doing puzzles, I'd be doing everything to keep my mind occupied. And I'd be trying to work, he's trying to work out things all of the time. So even if he was doing things at work, his mind would always be going and trying to work out exactly what's going on with things. Can you understand that? You can't understand that. Can you understand that?
A little bit of one of my brothers, yeah.
One of you, right? Okay. And he's tall. Not tall. Right. Okay. Yours is tall. Right. Okay. Maybe we've got both. Let's see who we've got. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm being taken to Christmas now. So I know that there's a very strong memory with Christmas with this brother. It's actually abroad, somewhere abroad, and it involves jet skiing, which is quite strange for Christmas. No, you can't understand that? You can't understand that. Can anyone else understand that with a brother? On a holiday? No? Right, let's take out the holiday. Okay. Right. Okay. Right, okay. Okay. Right, so. Okay. Sorry. Just a little bit of a freeze. Okay, so this brother. So I know that he's just letting me know that with this meticulous brain that he was working with, and the puzzles, that it would also translate into working on cars. So I know that working with cars, he'd want to take things apart and work out how they would work. No,
I can take that.
you can understand that as well,
Yeah.
with a brother.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. And can you understand the long hair as well?
He left home when he was 19, so I don't know about that.
Right. Okay. Okay. Australia. Did he go to Australia?
We've got links with Australia. Family
Right.
links with
Okay.
Australia.
Right.
I don't know if he did go to Australia.
Okay. So he's just given me Australia, but he's given me Melbourne. So if you're not aware of that is in there for some reason. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So he's just focused on the cars. But did you know, was he working on cars for a living?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now I know I've given you a message, so I will keep this short. Okay. But I just want to say, so he's coming in on the same information as before. Okay. Just knowing what you're going through, and trying to help you work through with the things that you need to work through. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. I'm being tested today. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So we've got a grandmother coming through now. Grandmother. Right. Okay. So grandmother, she's short in stature. Okay. Again, very, very bubbly, full of energy, and full of joy. Okay. She's not letting me know of any physical ailments that she had, so I feel that she would have had a very healthy life with nothing really to concern her. And she's also coming through for a daughter. Sorry, gentlemen, you're not getting much information today. I'm feeling drawn to you. Would you understand this as a grandmother?
Well, I have got a grandmother that passed over.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. So, but you understand she's short in stature, right? Okay, and full of energy. Yeah. She's just brought in a love of bingo. Do you understand that with Gran? No. No. Right. Okay. So, all right. But the fashion sense with her, she would always be stylishly dressed and fashionable. No. Right. I'm not with you then. Okay. Can anyone else understand this as a grandmother that would be fashionably dressed with a love of bingo? No. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm struggling at the moment for some reason, and I don't know why.
Don't worry.
This is really strange. Right, yeah.
Do not worry.
No, it is very weird.
Can we go back to the brothers?
Yes, please.
Please.
Yes, because that was completely unresolved. Yeah. I've got in my head. So
Right.
sorry, everybody. I've just got in my head today.
No,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It's all part of our learning, our development, our growth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so if we bring back the brothers,
Yeah.
link in with that
Yes.
energy.
Yeah,
Work
yeah.
with this lady's brother first,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you've got a lot more in common
Yeah.
with your energies.
Yeah.
So I know we're talking about London links, obviously with brother as well,
Yeah.
and dogs within the family. Going to the dogs.
Yes.
I'm seeing White City,
Yes.
just symbolic for
Yeah.
going for the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So with
Yep.
that energy coming in as well, I know brother was he's a lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lad. I'll go out and have a drink with this guy and
Yeah, yeah.
have some fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know with you and him as well, there were times when it was a bit like two bits of flint.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can see sort of like, because this is where the Christmas link comes in.
Right. Okay.
The times when all the family were together can sometimes be a little bit like stirring nitroglycerine. You have to do it very gently.
Could be.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
because-
Yeah.
but the brother here was a little bit of a so-and-so,
Mm-hmm.
because he would just throw a comment in. He'd literally walk out the wall and go, "Oh, don't forget about so-and-so," and walk out giggling because he knew that he's just taken the pin out of the grenade.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
how
yeah.
was you going with it?
Yeah, well, he was pushing my chest out, so he oozes confidence, and he would want to be the centre of attention. So,
He was.
yeah, exactly. So people would gravitate toward him, but as he said, he was very much a lad. So it would be socialising was kind of top of the list. I needed to be where everybody was going to be, so I could be noticed and people would recognise me. And controlling situations as well. I suppose this kind of takes us to Christmas. So he knew what he could do to get a rise out of people.
Yeah.
But there was also that side to him that a lot of people didn't see, and you saw this. So you knew what was going on underneath. You know that there was, it was the show,
Definitely.
but you saw behind the show,
Yeah.
and it was pretty much only you and the parents that could see behind the show. And it's like you're kind of standing in the background thinking, well, here we go again, but for what reason? Because it never really got anywhere. It never really achieved what he wanted to achieve. But he's saying now that I didn't know otherwise. It's how I felt I needed to be. It's almost like the life encompassed me. I felt I needed to be this to fit in with my crew. He would use the word crew. You understand? Or yeah,
Buddies.
but the people he was with, he needed to gel into that, and that is what he now sees was completely unnecessary. And he's been through to before, hasn't he?
Once.
He's been through once, and he said something along these lines to you as well, where he knew the error of his ways, and he was opening up to you to let you know that he wasn't that person, but you knew that anyway.
Yes.
And that's why he's coming through today. Just wants to reiterate, just to let you know again that he is there, and he's doing everything he can to help you, because there's obviously things that we're all going through things,
Of course.
but there's stuff that you're going through, and he knows that it's now his time to give you now what he never gave you then, and he's letting you know that that is what he's here for. So it is a lot of love, and you know that you always felt that love, but he's just saying today that it is a lot of love, and it will never dissipate between us, and that is what he wants to come through today for you. So please take all of his love, and forget about the jet ski, and forget about the holiday. Maybe that's what you need next.
Well, he
Oh, I
was in
could see that.
Australia for a long while, so I
Ah,
went to him.
so Australia was in there, right? Okay. Was it Melbourne?
Oh, do you know what? I can't remember.
Right. Okay. Right. There we go.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. So we've got another brother.
Yes, indeed. Right. Okay.
I'm thinking there's all these poor spirit people stood around here going, "Oh, what about me?
Yeah, what would you say? Wave your hand.
Hello."
Yeah, wave higher. Right, so your brother. Right, okay. Now, your brother was actually quite timid. He wasn't very outspoken. He was very much, he would want to keep out of the way, let things go on around him, let people do what they needed to do, interject when he needed to, but he was very much, no, I don't want to get involved, okay? He's not talking about at all how he passed, because that for him is that's not important in the slightest. But he just wants you to know that, again, even though he was the quiet one, that he was always with you and always pushing you on, and you knew that as well with him, didn't he? He was the inspiration you needed, and you knew you could talk to him even though he wasn't talking to other people as much as you would want him to. And there was that kind of connection with you where you wanted him to be a different person. You wanted him to get out and do things more, and he's saying, but that wasn't me. I didn't want to be out. I mean, it's very much like me when I was a child. You know, I want to stay at home and play with my Lego. But he was very much the same thing. He didn't want to be out. He didn't want to be socialising. He didn't want to be in the centre of things. So two opposite brothers here. But he said that's who he was, and he was actually okay with that. But he did love the way that you were trying to bring him through and get him to do things differently. And you would invite him out with you to do things as well, wouldn't you, with your friends? And even then it was like, no, I don't really want to. I'd rather stay here and just do my own thing. But there's an element of regret that he's given me now with that. So he feels that, yes, he would love to have done more with friends and with you and the family, because even with the family he was very withdrawn as well. But he's saying now that, yes, I do regret that, but now I can do that. Now I can be with everybody, and I can be with everybody all of the time, and I can give them what they need and help push them in the right direction. And he's been through to you before as well, that's right?
Can't remember. Once, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So that's why he's coming through to you today. So he's just saying, please take all of his love. Know that he's with you every single minute of the day, and he is helping you be what you want to be, okay? Because you've got lots of dreams. In fact, we're not finished. There's lots of dreams that you have and lots of things that you really want to do, but you're stopping yourself from doing them. Is that right?
Half and half.
Yeah, that's right. He's saying why? He said why? He said you know that you can do them. It's something you know that you are really going to enjoy, and he's saying just get out there and do it. It's something that you're passionate about, and that he knows that that is what you want to do. So he's just saying, please just go out and enjoy it, and he's going to be helping you get to where you want to be. All right? Okay. Thank you very much. Lovely.
This lady,
Yes.
are we right, is Mother in Spirit, please?
Yep.
Right, so we've got Mother in Spirit.
Yep.
Bring her back in.
Yep. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. So, Mum. Okay. I'm gonna have some water. Make your mouth dry. Okay. So, Mum. Okay. So, Mum. Very, very loving. Very loving, and she's just given me the symbol of just a huge open heart. So I know that with her, that again with this lady here, people could just go to her and just feel the love and the joy from this lady, and she's aware of what you're going through. She knows of everything that's going on, obviously, but the passion that she comes through with, everything she did in her life, she's bringing through for you. Because she knows that there's obviously, like this lady at the back here, there's things that you want to do and things that you want to achieve. And she's saying that she had these dreams and aspirations as well, but she never followed up on them. Do you understand that with Mum?
I don't know.
Ah, right, okay. What do you know of Mum?
I don't.
You don't know of Mum
I was
at
very
all?
young when she passed.
Right, okay, right, that's fine. So she's letting me know that she did have dreams and aspirations. There was things obviously that she wanted to do, and now obviously we know why she didn't manage to do them. But she's saying that with you, she doesn't want that to stop you, because she knows that there's lots of things that you want to do. There's lots of places you want to go and achieve, and a career change. You're thinking of changing your job at the moment,
Yes.
right? And you've had some experience of the new job, but you're not sure whether or not you need to go fully into that.
Yes.
Is that right? She said, why not? It's a challenge, and you love challenges. So, but this one, because this is quite a major change for you. You know that it's going to upheave a lot of things. She's saying that that's the excitement, and you thrive off excitement. So she's saying that the enjoyment you're going to get from making that change, it is going to be rewarding for you, and it is going to take you where you want to be. Okay, and she's saying that it is a long process. So it's going to be a while for you to settle into the new job, but it is definitely something you are really going to enjoy, and you're really going to grow from it. Okay,
Great.
right. So there you go. Take all of her love. What a fabulous lady. Thank you very much. Right, now I'm going to try and I did a meditation the day before yesterday. Okay, and I had a lovely lady come in, which is extremely early for a service, but she came in again this morning. So it's a lady that she passed in her late 40s. And she was coming through for a son, Now, I felt drawn to you. Would you understand this from? Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, right, okay. So right, okay. So someone is going to understand this. So that obviously the child isn't here. It's for a 10-year-old boy. So someone is going to know a mother that passed in her mid-40s from a short illness, but she did go rather quickly for a 10-year-old boy. Can anyone understand this? You can understand this, right? Okay. So you understand everything that I've just told you. She's very, very adamant that she had to get this message through today. When I saw her in the meditation, I don't normally do this, but I couldn't let this one go. When she came in, she was just full of smiles. You knew the mother, yeah? You didn't know, right, okay. Do you know the small boy?
My husband.
Right, okay, right. So she came through with just beaming, radiant smile. But she was so happy that she was going to come through and connect. So it's your husband was a small boy? Fantastic, right. So she just wanted to come through just with the joy that she had, just with the energy, just to let him know that she's... Is he into spiritualism? He's not, is he? A
Not
bit on the
really,
fence.
He's kind of on the edge.
Yeah, he's a bit on the fence, right, okay. And I think that's probably why he's not here today, because it's going to come from you, this message. But she was just beaming, just full of energy, nice big kind of bushy brown hair. Would you understand that with her? Right, okay. You can ask him.
I don't know.
Right, okay, yeah, that's fine. But ask him, but it was very clear, and she came in again this morning when I sat out the back there. So she just wants to get it through that she's absolutely, perfectly happy where she is, and she's helping him through things as well. Right, okay. Is your husband considering a career change as well? He's thinking about a job. Is it promotion? There's a promotion in the line.
He's too old.
Right, okay. Right, okay. Okay, but there's something that he wants to change in his life. He's been talking to you about something that's not kind of fitting at the moment.
He's just started a open university physics degree.
Wow. Fantastic.
He's too old to be working.
Right, okay. But that's maybe what she's referring to. But she's just extremely happy for him, and she just wants to pass on that love. But it was important that this message got through to him. So hopefully that will get to where it needs to go. But right, okay, no, she hasn't finished. She's saying so this degree, it's something he's wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And the importance behind this, he's questioning what it's going to lead to after he's finished the degree. Would that be right? Well, not yet. Hopefully not. No, she's saying there's a good few years in there. But he's got it in his mind. He's thinking, where is this going to lead to? What can I do with this? But she just wants him to know that it's naturally going to unfold when he's finished the degree. So then it will be clear to him. But it's not death. No, definitely not. No, but it is going to move on to other things. I feel there's going to be an element of teaching in that with it actually. So he's going to be passing on what he's learned, not just the degree, but with all the other things he's done in his life that he might be passing on to other people. Ah, right, okay. There we go. Lovely. So if you could pass it on for me, that would be lovely. Thank you very much. Right. I'm glad I placed that one. Good.
You've got another four.
Huh?
No, you've got another four.
Another 4. Lovely. Right, okay. All my hands up. My hands are freezing. Right, okay. Ah, okay, this is an interesting one. Right, okay. So we've got a son coming in now. Son's coming in from mum, okay? I've done a no men's day, have I? Right, okay. Let me put that one up there. Right, so I've got a son coming in from mum, so it's the reverse. Now, the son, I feel there was a blood condition with this young lad. I'm feeling drawn towards the back here. Can anyone understand a son that's passed around the age of 10 or 11? No, okay. I'm going to work with this one because I know that I need to place this one. Right, okay. So I know with him, okay, he's making me aware that he was very poorly in hospital. Okay, I'm seeing what he needs to show me. But with him, there was a fight with this young lad. And I know that whatever was going on with him, it wasn't ever going to stop him with his joy and his excitement. Now I need to place this. Who can anyone understand this as a 10, 11-year-old boy? Yes,
Yeah.
please. Yeah, absolutely.
If you can't place this as a direct son,
Mm-hmm.
either within the family or very close,
Yeah.
because he is around here, this young lad.
Mm-hmm.
So I know there is this link,
Yeah.
quite right with that. There
Yeah.
is a link, and there is also a link with him when he was being dressed ready for the ceremony. There was elements of football gear around. So not directly son, but somebody
Mhm.
would know this within the family area.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you thinking?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's here, it's here, it's here.
Yeah.
My darling, would you be able to place this? Because I've just seen a glimpse of the football gear, and it is the good Scottish blue coming in here.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't think. No.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just ask him. Sometimes
Mhm.
we need somebody else just to bolster that up with.
Yeah.
Would you understand sister in spirit, or somebody very much like a sister, very drawing very close to you, please? Would you also understand with this lady that was the cancer condition that took her over as well? And also this cancer just sort of like started somewhere, and she's got a good sense of humour, because she's just shown me this fairground, you know, whack-a-mole. She said it was like that. It kept popping up, and I kept having to do all this and chase it. I know I've got a good sense of humour with this lady as well, and I'm quite a looker as well as I'm standing in a pad. Oh yes, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I did myself up, and
I
I.
don't know if there's a connection, but when she had her ceremony, she was wearing a football strip.
Oh,
So
okay,
what?
okay, we'll go along with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. We need to unravel.
She
Mm-hmm.
was a big football.
But I know I've got this personality.
Mm-hmm.
She's great. In fact, you know, everybody I'm meeting today are people I could go out drinking with. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. This is great. So
Yeah.
you would understand this connection then with the ceremony and the football strip.
Yeah.
So we want to be working in and around this area. Where she originated from? Am I coming from a small community?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is where I'm being drawn. Are there links as well also to this community for fishing and the things?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Right, because this is where we're going with this
Yeah,
young
yeah,
lad.
yeah.
So do you want to pick up with the,
Yeah,
the lady?
Yeah.
She's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, actually, you said about the fishing. So there was fishing. Would he make fishing nets? Do you know? Do you remember back in the 80s they used to make the fishing nets?
Not her, but her family, possibly, yeah.
Right. Okay. So,
Back in the 80s?
yeah. My
I
mum used
think
to
they
do it.
did it before then.
No, my mum did it in the 80s. I wasn't born much before the 80s. But yeah.
Start in the 80s.
But there was a fishing. So, but money was the issue with the family. So I know that there wasn't a lot of money coming in, and it was a case of doing everything that needed to be done to try and just to get the funds up, just to live and survive. So that was one of the things they needed. My mum did the Freeman's catalogue as well, but I don't feel this lady did. But as he said, with the bubbliness and the energy of this lady, wow, she was the centre of attention, but for all the right reasons. And it was just, people gravitated towards her and they were drawn towards her. But she's just letting me know that lipstick was on all of the time, and my hair had, she had big blonde hair.
Yeah.
Big blonde hair, lots of lipstick, and it was always ready to go on, because that's how she needed to be. She needed to be, and nails, they were always perfect, and they were red as well, nearly all of the time, weren't they, to match the lipstick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But again, as Lawrence was saying, she would like a good time. So she would love to be out socialising. Disco, she's just given me, so she would go proper dancing. There was a love of theatre, but that wasn't so much as important as the being out dancing, socialising.
She should go anywhere.
And she liked to drink as well, yeah. She loved to drink, that's right.
Yeah.
But again, that's how she felt alive. And that's why, you know, obviously when things went where they went, for her that was just horrible, because that was not who she was. It just turned her into a different person that she just did not want to be. And for her, that she doesn't even want to talk about that, because it's not important. But she just wants you to remember her as she is. Were you planning a holiday with her?
Yeah.
Right. Was it a weekend? Was it a weekend away somewhere? That's
long
right.
weekend.
It's more of a weekend. That's right. But it never happened, did it? No. But she's saying it can still happen. She's saying there's no reason why you can't still book it. You can go on your own, because you know you're not going to be on your own, and she wants you to go and just be with her. Okay, so you can go. She'd go dancing as well, so why not? But she's saying do that, and do everything that you want to do, because she's there behind you, even though she's not here physically. She's always going to be with you in spirit, and that is the love that she wants to give you. Okay, so please take all of her love, and thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Did I got the little boy though?
Eh?
That's someone is going to feel that when they get home later.
I feel it placed within that community, because a small
Yeah.
community like that is all family.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry,
thank you.
everyone.
No.
Well, we got there. Oh, God.
Being up here, you know, people think, oh, mediums have got it easy. No, they haven't. I know Paul's just returned from the college after increasing his knowledge base and training, but this is where we cut our teeth. And he's done.
Yeah. Well, I just want to explain. They've taken me more into trance and physical, so my demonstrations now are actually quite limited because I'm been taken in a different direction, but I still enjoy being it. So, thank you for bearing with me. I have enjoyed it. Thank you.
And then you don't actually tell your audience that I'm not interested in you anymore because I'm doing this.
Oh no, I love it. No, I love all of it.
Put that over.
100%. Yeah, no, I love it all.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank
you. A few notices. We have tomorrow evening is our healing evening. So church healers, if you're here for 7:45, anybody wishing to receive healing, please be here for 7:15. Wednesday evening, we have an additional Wednesday night. We've got 5 Wednesdays this month. So we've got a special on with Stephen Mager from Portsmouth. He's going to be giving a talk talking about the 7 principles for platform and for life. Now, he's done a lot of research. Please, this is not going to be a dry, dusty lecture, seriously, because he's come up with some fascinating thoughts on the 7 principles we have in spiritualism and their origins, which is going to make people think a wee bit. So we're looking forward to that. Wednesday night, that starts at 7 o'clock, and that will be available to view for those people watching us at home. Thank you. Next Saturday, we have an evening demonstration of mediumship, and that's with Paul Brereton, who's with us from Glastonbury for the weekend. So that starts at 7 o'clock, doors open at 6:30, and there is a fee of £8 payable on the door. Sunday morning, Paul will be taking our divine service at 11 o'clock. In December, each service will be opened by the Reverend Ashley Oliver, and she'll be giving a short talk and introduction because of the Advent Sundays. Each Sunday has a special significance, and she'll be opening each service with an introduction as to what the theme is of that Advent Sunday and its spiritual implications. So thank you, Ashley. We're really looking forward to you coming back to Paul. So that'll be each Sunday in December. Ashley will be opening. New newsletter is out there. The website is being updated by the wonderful Deb, so please keep checking back on that. We're doing new design, new layout of things, a bit more mobile phone friendly and etc. So please have a look at that, and if you see anything that's a bit glaringly obvious wrong, please tell me. So yeah, lots going on. We have a wonderful person who has donated the entire Christmas raffle to us. Yeah, as just wow. Thank you. They wish to remain anonymous, absolutely fine, so I'm blackmailing them now. Give me a tenner, I'm going to tell them your name. I'm not, seriously not. But thank you for doing that, it's absolutely beautiful. So tickets for that are on sale now. That will be drawn on Sunday the 17th of December, where we have a service with Mark Stone. We also have a board here. Now, we're opening up on Christmas Day lunch, and this is an open invitation. Please don't be on your own at Christmas. All right, seriously, don't be on your own. Don't be proud. Yeah? Come down and enjoy it. We're open from 11:30. The food will be available between 12 and 2:30, and then closing about 4-ish. Wonderful people have stepped forward to volunteer to help. Thank you so much. The food There is the shopping list as per Asda, and the reason we're going through Asda is because they deliver. Because Lawrence hasn't got transport, and if you think I'm going to run around 28 different shops trying to save 4p on a jar of coffee, you've seriously got to think again, alright? You can donate whatever you like. If you want to do a monetary donation, great, we will take off. So we're just gradually paring down the shopping list, which is brilliant, and thank you everybody who has given so far. So yeah, we've got that going off. What else have we got? During December and between Christmas and New Year, we will have an evening dem of mediumship with Mark Sloan and myself. So that, you know, because that hinterland, isn't it? New newsletters available out in the hall. As I say, the website's being constantly updated and changed in its format, so just keep in touch through that. In the meantime, Paul, sir, if I could ask you for the closing prayer.
Absolutely. Lovely. Right, so I'd like to join me, please. Right, Almighty Spirit, we wish to thank you for being here today, knowing that when we show up, you do too in force. We have all felt the wave of healing that has washed over us today, and we feel our hearts overflowing with the love bestowed upon us. With the beautiful messages still fresh in our minds and the joy in our hearts, we are able to go about this day and into a new week, knowing that we are and always will be eternally one with each other, both here and on your side of life. We ask for healing to be sent out into the world for those suffering from natural disasters, human atrocities and health conditions, and of course to the animal kingdom. Thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming down. Glad we finally met.
Indeed, yes. It's been a long time.
Yes. So, yes,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming along. Absolute joy and delight, as always, to just be in your presence and company. I don't know what to say. It's cold. It's a bit grey. They've got the Christmas lights on at the moment, so yeah, go and enjoy. But whatever you do, just do it knowing that you're loved and you're never alone. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Bit late to say it now, but, don't worry.
Just nerves. Nerves kicked in. Yeah.
So when you said grandmother, I just thought of one grandmother, and the other one I hadn't seen for many years. So and when after you went away, I thought, oh, Grandma Vera, bingo.
Mine was good Vera as well.
Yeah. So,
How to get on with her.
so you weren't totally wrong. It was me.
Oh, okay. No, don't worry. It wasn't my greatest day. Wow.
Yes. It was the first time I've been. I went to see Tony Stockwell during the week. Pavilion.
Yeah.
And I've read his books and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
See it for yourself. Yeah. So don't worry. You weren't totally off.